Hey everybody, this is MyCollectables coming back with another video, and we finally have the information we've been waiting for about the Biker Scout, and the Royal Guard has been confirmed. This is awesome. I'm going to show you the Medium article, go through the numbers, give you my price predictions and my thought about this drop. It's animated, the Biker Scout, and there is a connection to the speeder bike, just like R2 has that connection to the X-Wing. I'll talk about that as well for the upcoming Veveverse, where they could connect and interact with each other. This is going to be fun, you guys. You got to let me know what you think, of course, after the video down in the comments section. So if you do like this vid, make sure you smash like, of course, obviously. And, you want to make sure that you tune in for next week when this comes out, because I will be doing some Star Wars comics for my drop head holders as giveaways, right? So stay tuned for that. But let's get into this. There he is right there. He looks fantastic. We already did my reaction video. I kind of freaked out a little bit. But if we do a little bit of a mini breakdown right here, check it out. Here is the tweet that went out from Veve, and you can see that there's a little animation right there. Looks beautiful. I'll blow it up on screen for you as well. But right after this comes out, check it out. You do actually see the Royal Guard, and he's sitting there. He is not animated. He just looks like he's stationary, but the Scout Trooper is. So this is really going to be quite something else right there. Now, you remember that Alex G came on this channel and he teased. Look at that. There's the Royal Guard right here. And then, of course, the Biker Scout right there. So obviously, he was doing a little bit of fun right there, and we all really enjoyed it. This was on Sunday, my 200th live stream. So thanks again for that, because this is really exciting. Now, let's get to the article breakdown. Here it is right here. I have some thoughts about this because I have looked at this really closely right here. I'm absolutely loving the way that this drop is going, but I do have a little bit of something else that I really wish they would have done, but we'll get into that in just a second right here. Star Wars Return of the Jedi Collection. Episode 4 of the saga follows Luke, Han, Chewie, and the droids as they escape Jabba the Hutt. A host of new allies and adversaries awaits them, including frightful creatures, the Mon Calamari, fluffy warriors on the Forest Moon. Now, there is a little hint right there to Ewoks maybe that might be coming up, because remember, this is a Return of the Jedi series because of the 40th anniversary. So maybe we get some, Ewoks right there for sure, right? And also they mentioned Leia, Han, and Chewie up here. So hopefully we get those as well. We do have Luke, obviously, so we don't have these 3 yet, but hopefully we get them. So there's a couple things to look forward to in the future. Now, here it is, Series 2. You got the Scout Trooper 3D animated right there for sure down here, and he's a rare edition. Now, check this out. 40 gems, 1,983 editions. That matches basically the speeder bike right there. So we know we're going to match up with that. I knew there was going to be at least that amount, but I was actually hoping for, because it's a trooper, I was hoping for it to be less price and more additions. I'm still going for this one. I still think it's going to do really well, because it is the first trooper on Veve. People are going to want multiple of him. They're going to for sure. But I would have liked to seen it a bit cheaper right there with way more additions. I'm not going to lie, because then we could really create a giant army. Now they've decided to go with a little bit of scarcity on this one, which is quite something. Now, I will talk about something in just a second, but I want to show you the Royal Guard. This is the guy that stands next to Darth Vader, or the Emperor, who we could get in a future drop, I hope. Imperial Royal Guard in his red outfit there. And it's 40 gems, and this one is an ultra rare, not a secret rare. It's an ultra rare, 983 editions. So a pretty scarce, actually, and they're going to hold 90 editions back. So he's going to have less than 900 editions at 40 gems. Not bad, and people are going to want you're going to want at least get 2 of these, to flank your Darth Vader for sure. And some people are going to get a whole lot more. There's going to be some crazy people who go nuts on this, especially if it sells in the aftermarket for cheaper. Now, here's the one thing I want to talk about, the Biker Scout for you. Check it out. This little note right here. This Scout Trooper digital collectible may include possible future interactivity with the Star Wars vehicle's speeder bike in Veveverse environments, right? So that's the speeder bike that we have. Now, this is a shout out and a throwback to the X-Wing that came out. Remember the X-Wing and how this came out. This was one of the vehicles in this line right here. You see the little hole right there at the top right there? That's where R2-D2 should be. And guess what? This X-Wing digital collectible may include future interactivity with the Star Wars droid series. R2D2 in Veveverse environment. So the same thing. So once we get to the Veveverse, R2 should fit in there. And of course, you know, the Biker Scout right here, he should actually go with the speeder bike that we currently already have. Now, one little tidbit I wanted to throw at you, R5, who's in the Veve app that came with that R2D2 drop, the other droid, you know, the R5 droid, he actually fits in the Mandalorian ship. So sometime in the future, just keep your thoughts on that. We talked about this before. If they're doing this interactive ability here between R2 and the X-Wing and the Biker Scout and the, you know, the Scout bike and all that, R5 might, just might, total speculation, go with a Mandalorian ship. So think about that for the future. Now, let's talk about my price predictions on this one. I'm pretty stoked about it. I really don't even care what the price is in the aftermarket as long as I can pick up a few, but he's going for 40. It's 1,983. So I do think that this guy will sell out. It may not sell out instantaneously because it is 40, but he's going to sell out in my opinion, just my opinion, because it's a trooper. People are going to stack him. I think he's going to go somewhere around 35 to 40, somewhere just under retail for sure. But I do think because he's animated and a Star Wars trooper, I do think people are going to end up gobbling him up. I do think he settles in around 45 to 50 after he's sold out from the store. We'll see if it gets there and how long it takes. But I do know I'm going to go after this one in the store. Then I'm going to go into the aftermarket and see if I can grab a couple there for sure. Now, the Royal Guard, this is my price prediction on him. There's less than 900 available to the public. People are going to probably want two at 40 gems a piece right there. So I do think he goes for about 50 to 55 in the aftermarket. Just my thought right here. Now, I could be totally wrong. Maybe both of these don't sell out and this tanks. I don't know, you know, but I don't think so. I think troopers and stuff like this to go with your Vader. I think enough Star Wars fans will pull this one out. They decided to go for more scarcity as opposed to quantity on this drop. I would have liked to seen, like I said, the Biker Scout have like 20,000 editions, but and more importantly, I would like the Stormtrooper to be like that. Biker Scout's more of a specialized trooper. So if they do a Stormtrooper drop in the future, which you know they're going to eventually, give us tons of quantity, make the price cheaper, then we can have a giant army. The Scout bike, the Scout Troopers are a little bit more like, they're not Stormtroopers. They're a little bit more specialized. They're on the forest moon of Endor and other places riding their speeder bikes. So they did just choose to go that. So I was curious about what they were going to do. I'm super happy though. I'm glad it's 40 and not 60 or even 80. You know, that would have been like a little bit of a detriment. So I do think this one's going to do well right there. So you guys got to now let me know what you think. Share your thoughts. Are you going for these guys right here? I know I am 100%. And I'm definitely going to be scoping out that aftermarket just to get a few in my collection and then do some fun things, you know, in the, in the Veveverse environment later on. And of course, just in our showroom right now. And also, by the way, that shuttle, Darth Vader shuttle, is going to look really good next to these Royal Guards. So look at that one, still available in the store. Only, I think, 12 are available in the market. Still lots available to purchase. So we'll see what happens with that one, as well as the speeder bike, because it's not sold out yet either, right? But we'll see how this goes. Anyway, good luck on the drop. This is going to be a lot of fun. Anyway, I hope you liked the video. I'll see you in the next one, and happy collecting.